What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth. This is EJ Joyful Plans, and this big, beautiful box is the Archer and Olive Seasonal Sub Box. This is probably, I think this is the heaviest sub box I've ever gotten. It is very heavy. It is beautifully decorated, and I'm so excited about it. So I will link this box and information about it below. I am an affiliate to Archer and Olive, so if you decide to pick something up, I'd love if you use my affiliate link. But I did buy this box myself. It's an expensive box, y'all. I think it was like, after shipping, $95 for this box. However, it is a seasonal box, so it's every 3 months. So I've just decided I'm gonna treat myself every 3 months. So let's get into it. Gosh. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can fit this all in the frame. Look at this. Look at all of the stuff in here. This is why it's a $95 box after shipping. There is no doubt about it. Archer and Olive's packaging is insanely beautiful. It is an experience. So let's start with item number 1, translucent stickers. I mean, look at everything is like so beautifully curated. So we're gonna open this up, and these stickers are gonna give us a hint at the design. I think it's Enchanted Forest, but here you can see, because this is the seasonal sub box for basically the fall, ushering us into winter, look at these stickers. These are not like die cut, you know, weatherproof stickers, but they're just beautiful, translucent, matte stickies. They're not sticky notes, they're stickers. But look how pretty these are. The fig. Love those. Just so beautiful. Love them so much. I'm sorry you guys are contending with the ring light. I'm not sure how else to do this. Let's open this next. We have a wooden ruler. When I think of wooden ruler, I think of grade school. I really do prefer clear rulers so I can see where the lines are, but the problem with clear rulers is your ink will get onto the plastic ruler, and then it'll smudge on your paper. Look at that experience. Everything is so like deluxe. Okay, so here's the wooden ruler. So pretty. It's got that nice cut, which you could trace if you wanted to. It's got a beautiful like etching on it. It says Archer and Olive. And then these probably align, these look like centimeters, and they probably align with the dot grid that Archer and Olive uses. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. And then just, again, the packaging on this is insane. Like this experience, I don't even know, I keep saying experience because I don't know what else to call it, but how beautiful is that? So we have the wooden ruler. Oh my gosh, the pens. Let's do the washi next. Actually, you know what? You guys will have to let me know down below. Do you like seeing everything, or do you like it better when I pull everything out and then I bring one thing at a time into the frame? I think this is too busy, so I'm gonna move it out of the way, but let me know how you like to see unboxings. So I'm gonna move this out of the way. Okay, so I removed all of the plastic so I don't make a ton of noise and get annoying for you guys. Wow, this box kind of just fell apart, but this is the decorative tape, AKA the washi. Let's do some washi swatching. So the first one is it's kind of hard to see, but it's teal, and then it's got green. It looks like a V with a dot inside the V. Can you guys see that? Let's put that down. We'll go this way. Get a nice long strip. Maybe it's easier to see. That's an interesting design. I don't know what to make of it. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Here is a nice light blue with like a powdery blue with a slightly darker blue on top. This actually looks really pretty this way. Can you guys see that? rip this guy. From my experience with the Archer and Olive washi tape, it's a little waxier, so it's harder to rip. And you guys know I'm a big ripped washi fan. They also do patterns that don't look great ripped on the top and bottom. So you kind of have to adjust your sails with washi. Well, I have to adjust my sails with washi like this because it's so heavily patterned or printed with imagery. And the texture again is so different, but this is really beautiful. It feels like designer washi. It's just not as practical the way that I typically use it, but really pretty brown washi with kind of that cabin like house on it. And then the last one, I really like the color of this. Very interesting pink. And it looks like we've got some acorns and figs. Very autumnal. I like the width of this washi as well. And I like that the widths vary in the washi set. So there is the washi set. The next item in the box is a vintage inspired ribbon. It's a set of 3. Frankly, when I saw this in the teaser, I was like, what am I supposed to do with that? It's beautiful. It's a really, the ribbon is gorgeous. I could see it being so pretty on display. And then the more I thought about it, the more I realized this is going to be so lovely in the nursery. I don't know where, but like this color is probably my favorite like baby related color. We don't have like a theme in the nursery so much as like, it's very kind of vintagey, like neutral, kind of gender neutral, but I also really have been wanting to add these kind of softer, not obvious pink, more like mauve-y tones. These 2 colors, and honestly, I probably could add this color as well, would look so beautiful in the nursery. So this literally is ribbon. I don't want to open it. Maybe I should. Maybe I can just slide this off, but it's a spool of ribbon. And maybe I'll tie like little bows on maybe the very top of her crib with this, or I don't know, something along those lines. I'm gonna do something decorative in the nursery with the ribbon. I'm very curious to see those who got this box, who use this decoratively in their journals. I saw someone on Facebook tie it around one of the journals, and that looked really pretty as well. But I'm just wondering, like, would you glue this, you know, cut it and glue it into your planner or your journal or your bullet journal? I don't know. But for me, this is going to be beautiful decor for the nursery. So I'm really excited to have this and to have a use for it. Otherwise, it probably would just look good in a glass jar, just because the color and the aesthetic is so lovely. So that is the vintage inspired ribbon. Cannot wait to see how people use it. Now we have, I was really pumped when I saw the teaser for this. Vintage alphabet stamps. Ugh, so freaking cool. Comes in a beautiful, look at this beautiful wood box. And then look, these little stamps. And we're gonna actually test this because when in Rome, it came with an ink pad in, man, it kind of looks, it's more sparkly than like brown. Sepia, maybe? Not quite orange enough to be copper, but let's see what this looks like. Let's see. We'll just start with A. So here's your stamp. I like that the font seems pretty basic. Let's see what this, oh, it's so pretty. That is so pretty. I like it. Get some of that excess off. Yeah, you could really have like a quiet, serene moment stamping your days of the week with these beautiful wooden stamps. So I thought this was a really cool item to include. This is probably the item in the box that I'm most curious about and probably least likely to use. It's a flower press, and I think it's an awesome idea. Oh, this is cool. So instructions on how to use it, very helpful. I'm not really the kind of I mean, this is going to be a display item for me. I don't know. Maybe this is something I can do with my daughter when she's older. So I'm definitely keeping it, and I will definitely use it, but it's one of those items where I'm like, I think it's going to sit for a while until I can figure out, or until I'm motivated to use it. This is a floral press. So the idea is you untwist these bips and bobs, and then you can see here that there's several layers of cardboard. And the idea is that you would stick leaves and flowers and anything that you want to dry and flatten, you'd stick it in between a cardboard, and then you tighten it and you leave it, I don't know how long, I'd have to read the instructions, but you tighten it down and it clamps it down until it dries out flat. I think this is beautiful. I just don't think I'm going to use it anytime soon. Again, this is something that I would use in a few years where, you know, maybe me and my daughter are out picking flowers, or we find a really cool leaf. Then, you know, maybe this is something that I keep in the nursery, and, you know, she can put the flower or the leaf in here and we can press it and it be a project together. The thing that I am most curious about is, from a bullet journaling or journaling perspective, like once you have those pressed leaves and florals, like, do you really just glue them on paper? I don't know. I'm curious to see how people who got this sub box incorporate this into their planning. They might not. Maybe it's just to have pressed florals and to create another art project. But anyways, this was a very interesting product to include, and I'm excited to play with it. All right, the next item we're gonna play with is a new acrylograph pen set. I love the color of this box. These are 0.7, and I'm going to shake these up and get to swatching. All right, I have gotten these pens started. Acrylograph pens take some figuring out to do. I'm gonna be honest, I still am figuring out how to use them, when to use them, just the right techniques in using them. There are plenty of videos out there, so I have plenty to watch, and so do you if you're curious about them. But they are paint pens, which means you can layer upon layer different colors. You can use these on really dark paper, black paper, and the colors are rich and pigmented. So they are beautiful, beautiful pens. But I think they're a little tricky. So first is this gold color. I mean, it's kind of mustard. Yeah, it's definitely more mustard. But here it is. Here, we'll just do a little square. Very pigmented. And then if you need more, you can always just put the cap back on. Shake it till you make it. So this doesn't exactly match. I actually like this color better than this one, but it's not true to the cap color. So keep that in mind for this one. Let's look at this more bronzy color. Give it a good shake. Ooh, this is a really nice brown. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. Ooh, it's like, oh, what's the word? Not brick. I'm drawing a blank. Very, not adobe, but like Arizona style. What is it? Not mud or clay. Clay, maybe? Kind of a clay color. That's pretty. I like it. This will be an interesting one. It's like a gray green. Oh, that looks more blue, or more robin's egg, actually. I wouldn't have assumed that from the cap. So the cap's a little misleading, but it's a beautiful color. but there's definitely more green, I think, in this one. So there's that color, don't you think? Can you guys see that? Looks a little more green to me. But so far, this aesthetic together is so pretty. Let's see what this pink looks like. Ooh, that is kind of like the mauve, it's like my nails. More of a mauve color that matches the ribbon that I like so much for the nursery. That is lovely. A little bit different than the cap. So I think at this point, you can't trust the cap. I think that's the lesson being learned here. Let's look at this last purple one, which I did grab this. Okay, is it just me or is this the exact same packaging and the exact same color? If you just look at these guys, if you just look at this, it's the exact same color. So we're gonna swatch. This was in a sub box a year ago. So this is the one that is, ooh, that is stunning. Stunning. It's like a wine color. That is really pretty. Very pretty. Ooh, this whole colorway is gorgeous. I would say that actually matches. That actually matches the cap. So the question is, if these caps match, I'm just curious what this older one looks like. So this was not in the sub box. This was in a sub box a year ago. I don't remember which one, but it is an older color. Oh, it's not even close. It's gorgeous, but these colors are totally different. So I wish that these had names on them, because here's what's gonna happen, you guys. These are gonna go in a container with each other, and I'm not gonna remember which is which. So I'm gonna have to swatch these pens and put them on the barrel of the pen, because these are not even close. See, even now I'm like, oh, let's make sure I don't mix them up. Yeah, this was in this sub box. This is the older one. So exact same packaging, but the colors are very different. So those are the pens that came in the sub box. Last two items to look at are the notebooks. I'm so glad that there are two notebooks in here. I just think that makes the value amazing. I am most excited about this one. Look at this packaging. It's just so pretty. You got this like beautiful blue with that copper. I'm most excited about this one because it's on a twin loop. Look, since I started using my Happy Planner twin loop, excuse me, I have really enjoyed the twin loop style, really, truly. And in this size, oh my gosh, I just think it's so functional. So here is the first time ever, I think, that Archer and Olive is doing a twin loop journal. This is 160 GSM, 112 pages. I think this is a B6. Don't quote me, I'm terrible with sizes. But you have that nice strap, right, to keep things closed. And then it just, oh no! I got a little schmutz. Clearing the schmutz. I love the interior with that gold foil. Pages on a twin loop. I'm not a coil fan. I will never go to a coil planner. It's just not my thing. But something about a twin loop, the pages actually move pretty well. And it's great for when you want something to stay permanently in your notebook. And for planning, I prefer disc bound over and over again. Journaling, book bound, and a twin loop like this doesn't really bother me. So I absolutely love this size. I don't have anything this size. The paper is excellent, Archer and Olive quality, and the pages just move effortlessly. And the fact that you can fold it over, which you can't with her other journals, is so nice. So I am very happy with this. I probably, if this was available for purchase in our shop, I probably would have purchased it separately. So the fact that it's in this sub box makes it totally worth it. You have your pocket folder in the back, as you do with all of the journals. The only thing this doesn't have is a ribbon, but frankly, you don't really need a ribbon. I mean, you can kind of open it wherever you want to. You probably would want to use maybe like a cute little paper clip or something to mark your page. But this is so good for on the go. The pages move so buttery. This might be something that I use when the baby's born for quick note taking. Maybe this is what I use to log, I don't know, breastfeeding times or poopy diapers or something, I don't know. But something about this being so like easy to use, the way the pages flip, like, so satisfying. And the size and dimensions of this is amazing. So this to me so far is probably my favorite item in this box, which is crazy, but it is true. I love this. And that is the design that we've seen before, that was hinted at with like the little stickers. So love that. Yes, please, using it 1000%. The last item in the box is the largest item in the box, and it is this beautiful journal. I love the packaging. I've been saving all of my Archer and Olive boxes. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with them, but they're so pretty. And I'm gonna call this clay, this like clay color with the copper. So pretty. And these are actually such good boxes. I could see them working like in my new office if I wanna separate sections in my drawers. These would be good drawer liners, you know, because they're really thick cardboard and not too deep. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do that. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. This is like velvet. So I get paper on it or strings. This is a deep forest green velvet. This to me is probably one of the sexiest journals I have ever seen. It's really heavy. This feels incredibly expensive, you guys. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is Lux. Oh my gosh. I need to find a good use for this. This is one of those things that like I will not write in this until I know exactly what I'm using it for. This is not a journal that I would waste. That's for sure. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is the first journal in this size for me. This is a lot larger. I don't know what size this is, but it is 160 pages. The 150 GSM, so it's a little bit thinner than the other one. And the color of the pages, this looks more like a cream. Let me grab the twin loop. So they typically do very white paper. Yeah, so here you can see the difference. This is more of like a vintage cream. So slightly different color. But oh my gosh, this is, man, I know I keep talking about how I'm gonna use some of this stuff when the baby is born, but to me, oh, let's look at the sides. Look at that. It looks like a really nice Bible with that like beautiful metallic, this is almost like a rose gold paint on it. This to me is like, you do something very special and important with it. This is not something I would use as like a weekly planner. This is like a memory keeping journaling thing for generations to come. Here is the ribbon, beautiful ribbon in that like forest green. Oh my gosh. You get your pocket in the back. Nice big pocket. You can put photos in there. And then look at this. Instead of the elastic, the standard elastic strap to keep the book closed, look at this. It's ribbon that you can tie into a bow. Oh my gosh. If this is not a keepsake book, I don't know what. Don't judge my bow making skills. They're not great. But look at that. Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm gonna go ahead and say that for $95, which that was including the shipping. When I look at the elements of this box, this to me is truly a treat, a decadent treat for a stationery lover. I mean, for real. Like, I'm trying to get everything in here so you can see it. But holy Toledo. And you've got like the little stickers. You've got the acrylograph pens, the like leaf and floral press, the vintage alphabet, the washi tape, the vintage ribbon, the ruler, some stickers, and then 2 beautiful, beautiful notebooks. This one, very functional for me. I'm excited about. And this one is just gorgeous. I want to save it for something really important. This to me, worth it. Worth it, worth it, worth it. It's an experience. And because it's every 3 months, you know, if you break it down, it ends up being, you know, $35 a month, let's say. You're just kind of spending it all at once. But for this experience, totally worth it. Oh, I'm so glad I got this box. It's so lovely. I think this box might still be available. I will link it down below. Yes, it's an affiliate link. I do have a code for 10% off in the Archer and Olive shop. I don't think it's good for sub boxes though. So sorry about that. But I did pay for this myself. The opinions expressed are my own, and I really do. I think this is just, for a stationery lover, this is like an experience for sure. So glad I picked it up. All right, friends, come hang out with me on Instagram. My handle is ejjoyful_plans. It's always a good time. And if you want to hang out with me again, I do hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.